Out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. 1 play, 10 yards.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And here comes the winner of the last 2 NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game.
Even as he nears age 40, Aaron Rodgers' game isn't taking a single backward step. He became only the 4th player to win back-to-back MVP awards and led Green Bay to its 3rd straight 13-win season. He avoids turnovers better than anyone in football at the quarterback position. And Green Bay, they are always a front runner with him under center.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's hard to believe as he gets that first down, but Sammy Watkins is in his 9th NFL season, and he still hasn't even turned 30 yet. Plenty of tread left on the tires to be a contributor, like he has been with 4 teams over his first 8 years in the league.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. Touchdown! Aaron Jones, 27 yards. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least,
team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener. And they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5. looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open and lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
On second down, it's Cook again. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Third down. Here's a run by Cook. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On play action, Cousins. That one complete down the field to Smith. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Cousins now. Packer pressure, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. After 7-0. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. First down, here's the run with Cook. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. On second down, Cook. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw, Cousins. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with career touchdown number 60. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. 11 yards for number 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. On second down, it's Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Taken in at the 11. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith, Jr. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Goes right back to Smith again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They run the counter with Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. Uses the stiff arm. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. The kick by Joseph is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Rodgers now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
But he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And some room to maneuver. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Rodgers again now. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Room here to run. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Rodgers now on first down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. There was Daniil Hunter to make the play in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Rodgers to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So it looked like a good opening drive to start this third quarter, but ultimately it's going to be an unfruitful one as they give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, the way they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they sure picked a bad time to be lackadaisical with the football. They wound up giving it away.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is, this depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Play action now. Cousins. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
We'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And he will get into the end zone, so the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers and able to find Allen Lazard. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. He's still on his feet. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Kenenuagu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll throw again. Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They go play action. Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Play fake. Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On play action. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Cousins and the Vikings down 21-18, 2:16 to play. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Cousins. Forced out to his left. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Cousins. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
A 7-yard gain brings up second and 3.
Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Joseph on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So the focus shifts back to the Packers offense. Trailing by 4, 46 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Rodgers to throw. It's complete. Lazard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. Now Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. To throw is Rodgers. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
And now the common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to throw. Rodgers. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Back to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was...
Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest heart in the trenches.
The players on your team quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
On the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody way. We're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had yelling hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
week 2 of the NFL, and we've got the Vikings field stretching tight end. He was highly...
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. First play, here's Cousins. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. First play and a first pass for Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. The first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 16 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Holding, offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play action now, Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The save there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Complete. Jefferson the target. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm up QB2. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game. But they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Cousins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. They'll go again with Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. To try again after the sack. Hurts. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jonathan Bullard in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the 2nd of 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season. But rumor is, might have a few more for 2023. 4th down, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he is going to pick up the Vikings 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Joseph's got it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Final play of the half, Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the Ravens who get the win at home. Demarcus Robinson, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Matthew Stafford, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their 2nd straight to start the year. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were losers in that one to the visiting L.A. Chargers. Justin Herbert, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their 2nd straight to start the year. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. These 2 coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Eagles to take over. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well. On first down, Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It's a second down run with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts, this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defensives. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Hurts. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Seems like a perpetual search for productive receivers for Philadelphia, but they think that Quez Watkins might be a keeper after his 2021. Earned a starting spot for much of the season and put up over 600 yards while averaging 15 per catch. They're giving the former 6th-rounder another opportunity and seeing if those numbers will keep growing.
Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Going for it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. He's back to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a two-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Hurts will throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. On second down, it's Cook again. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Back to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
'Before I could beat them again, they thought I was done. I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again.
Weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Cousins to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Cousins. Looking left. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 4th down, Cousins. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. On 2nd and 9. Cousins complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Cousins on 1st down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Play fake. Cousins. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Now, this defense for the Lions, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now gone. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Loaded with talent, DJ Chark hasn't been able to stay on the field to replicate a Pro Bowl season from 2019. Detroit gave him a big one-year prove-it deal to see if he can recapture that form, and he comes through here with a 1st down catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift to about the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Goff now looking to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
And on 1st and goal, they decided to throw for it, but the coverage was excellent. And he kept holding the ball, hoping someone would shake free. Instead, he's hit and drop. And now, they're not even in the red zone anymore.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kick it off at 8:15 Eastern. They go play action. Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 27 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. I believe they buzzed down. They need to take another look at this play. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the play. To throw is Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Cousins will try and throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit forward. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Goff. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
Try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins over the middle to Smith. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Play action now. Cousins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Catch is made here by Herb Smith Jr. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Play action, Cousins. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Cousins. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, disrupting the tackle, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards. They just declined that.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Following the interception, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Kendricks able to get in there second sack of the afternoon. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. On second down, Swift. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Third and long. It's gone. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one, because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, 3rd quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Again, it's Cook. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
Got that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 27, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack.
Former first-round defensive lineman Charles Harris certainly seemed to salvage his starting career in the NFL last year, leading Detroit with 7.5 sacks. Now it's crucial for him to prove that last year was not.
And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is gone. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jordan Hicks coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack on 1st down. Ball, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Play fake, Cousins. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. They'll try and throw for it. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score at Vikings.
Boy, that got pretty close to disaster. Going for 2, you cough it up. They almost returned it all the way to the other end for 2 for themselves.
You think electron ball security is in order here? Because and it's not just taking care of it, it's what you just talked about. What can result when you don't take care of it? They almost gave up a score.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Lions offense set to take over. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles, but they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground, but an easy way to make it up to them. Get out there now and get some points on this drive.
The Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Goal. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Goff throwing again. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. This is caught and in for the Lions. Lions touchdown. DJ Chark, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Important extra point up and through as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins here to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short the sticks.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Cousins. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
Cousins pass. Intercepted.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Goff now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one going.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Throwing here, Cousins. That escapes the sack, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Cousins to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Play action now, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll throw again, Cousins. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their head.